This is the entry point of Royal Court. See the architecture and design of this Nagarkhana. How beautiful it looks even today. It took 14 years to build this fort. Its architecture head was Hiroji Indulkar. After winning the fort in 1656, Chhatrapati Shivaji had given the responsibility of building the fort to Hiroji, and he fulfilled this responsibility very well. This is Royal Court, the coronation ceremony of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, known as Shivarajyabhishek, took place in this royal court on 6th June 1674. The coronation of Maharaj is a significant event not only in Maharashtra but in the history of India. Shivarajyabhishek is the best event experienced by Raigad. Every year on 6th June, it is celebrated in a big way at Raigad. If we study the life of Shivaji Maharaj, we would find that most of his major achievements were before his coronation. He started his campaign by capturing the Torna fort during his teenage itself. And after that, many areas were captured from Mughals. In 1659, Shivaji Maharaj was victorious in the Battle of Pratapgarh Fort with Adil Shahi. To achieve these successful milestones, Chhatrapati Shivaji had excellent qualities like organizational building. He brought together many Maratha soldiers and made a formidable war force out of them. He was an efficient general and military strategist. Due to his excellent war skills, he was able to fight with large forces of Bijapur and Mughals. But at the same time, he was also a full scale diplomat. Due to his diplomacy, Shahaji Raje Bhosle was freed from the captivity of Sultan of Bijapur. Another example of his bravery and diplomacy, that is, his escape from Aurangzeb from Agra. Shivaji Raje was a brave warrior, but he knew that bravery does not mean winning every battle. Depending upon situation, diplomacy and compromise may help at times. Before coronation ceremony, Shivaji Maharaj had already won many battles, won many provinces and forts, but he started to feel that he would have to officially get entitled as a king in order to organize and further strengthen the Swarajya. That's why he decided to do big event of coronation ceremony by consulting his close people. Gaga Bhatt, the famous scholar of Kashi, conducted this ceremony. And then, sitting on the golden throne, Shivaji Raje became the first Chhatrapati of the Maratha Empire. The royal court was built in such a way that even if someone spoke in low voice in this side of entrance, Maharaj could hear the words all the way till the throne. The group of visitors tried it practically and it was successful. Let's see that.
Jai! Jai! Jai!
जय
Jai!
इथून आवाज तिकडे जातोय तिकडे धडकून येते माघारी
नाही तो आवाज नाही
पण
इकडे पण
तिथे
तिकडे
नका
जाऊ.
ठेवू. त्याला तिथं बोलून इकडे करायचं आहे.
चला दर्शन घ्या चला.
श्री 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 छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज की जय. छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज की जय. जय भवानी जय शिवाजी. जय भवानी जय शिवाजी. धर्मवीर संभाजी महाराज की जय.
What you are seeing behind me was the ground of Holi in front of the statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. And in this ground, Holi was lit on the day of Holi, and then it was a custom that whoever puts his hand in burning Holi to get the coconut thrown in by Shivaji Raje will award him with the golden bracelet from his own hand, which weighed around 1.5 kg. And that was done by Chhatrapati's own son, Raje Sambhaji. Look at the structure behind me. It was the market area of that time. Let's see how the market was. You can see that it is a market during those days, and the shop's floor is at higher level so that people can buy goods while sitting on a horse. And for those who came walking, it had a steps in the middle so that pedestrians can go up and buy. You can see that the walls and the civil structure of this market was very strong and the quality of construction was excellent. It took around 14 years to build the fort, and when this fort was captured by British, they razed the fort. Not only this fort, but they destroyed many forts across Maharashtra and India. Raigad was burning for 11 days. Had the British not done this demolition, the people of today's century would have been able to witness the history in a better form. The structure you see there is Jagdishwar temple, and we came from this side where there is a ropeway. Chhatrapati Shivaji had moved the capital from Rajgarh to Raigad so that the defense of the capital fort gets further enhanced by the surrounding mountains and forts. And the second reason for moving to Raigad was due to its proximity to the coastal area. From this fort, it was going to be easy for Maharaj to present his supremacy on the sea coast and keep control in the coastal region, and that was also one reason to move to capital here. And that was also one reason to move the capital here. The Samadhi of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is also on Raigad and is near this Jagdishwar temple. It is on this fort that Shivaji Maharaj was coronated, and he also spent his last years here. Hence, this fort has great importance from the historical point of view. The point you are seeing behind me is a cliff, and there is a deep valley, from where the criminals and traitors of Swaraj were tied in the sacks and were thrown down. It was an execution point. This point was called Takmak Tok. This is Hathi Talab, water pond for elephants. You must be thinking that how can elephants come through such a difficult path on such a high mountain? But Maharaj had brought the elephants on fort when elephants were very young. Then, till the day of coronation ceremony, these elephants had grown up and were ready in the service of Swarajya. This gives us an idea of the foresight of Shivaji Maharaj. Today is Friday, but many school trips have come here on the fort, so there is some noise on the fort. After coming a little up from the elephant pond, you will see the temple of Shirkai Devi here. This is Ganga Sagar Talab in front of us. On the day of coronation ceremony, the water of holy rivers was brought for Abhishek, and the remaining water was put in this pond. The speciality of this pond is that it never dries out even in the summers. What you are seeing are 6 palaces of Chhatrapati Shivaji's 6 queens. Actually, Shivaji Maharaj had 8 queens, but here 6 palaces are built. The reason being that his first wife, Saibai Rani, had died at Rajgarh, and one wife, Putala Rani, was staying in a Wada at Pachad village, which was built for Jizamata, who was mother of Shivaji Maharaj. Putalabai Rani was staying there to take care of Jizamata. What we see in front are the remains of houses where Chhatrapati Shivaji's Ashtapradhan used to live. What you are seeing in the front are the remains of castle of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Now only the stones of the base are left, because when the British burnt the fort, the upper part of structure was burnt to ashes. Many structures or buildings here were made up of wood and the base was built of the rocks. So the entire upper part has got destroyed and now only the rock bricks are left. This was the godown for grain underground. So now we are going back down the fort. So this was a small introduction to Raigad Fort, the capital of Maratha Empire. If you are in Maharashtra, then you must visit Raigad once. Thank you for watching.